Alright everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Blueprints. We're going to be pushing on to day 25 here. We do have a cool experiment to check first. We did leave the elevator down. Last time we ended our run in the foundation, the elevator was down in the basement. So, what if we try to go straight there and we just play the run off of the foundation? I wonder if it'll be there or if it resets every day. We don't know. So it would be just a fun little experiment to try out. But we also need to go solve our sigils, and I wouldn't mind doing that first, to be honest. How many trophies do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We could do the maximum shrine donation. Let's go see if there's a shrine over here. Anything hidden on the globes? I'm not entirely sure. Uther, I love talking to you guys. I'm just, I've got a big dinner to prep for tonight, as well as some other things. So I wanted to get into the gameplay sooner, rather than later. Huh. Didn't we see that there was something special about the hovel? Wasn't there something about that? There was something special about the hovel that we haven't talked about in a while. Was it... It said something about resting in the hovel, right? We were supposed to sleep in it. Okay, that's what you guys are saying. You're saying, like, sleep in the hovel. I mean, we get, like, a little beautiful straw bed. Oh, there's a note over here. What the hell? Have I never clicked on this? 2 wings, 9 ranks, 2 starting rooms. What is 2 starting rooms? 45292. Coincidence? Where is room 46? 7590, tested my full house theory, no luck as expected. 45292, so this is just a number. We know 4 plus 5 is 9, times 2 is 18, divide by 9 is 2, minus 2 is 7. I don't know what the 7 means. It counts the foundation. Okay, that makes sense. 2 starting rooms. 7 is a coincidence? Antechamber sealed. Interesting. I don't know what that means. I have genuinely no idea. Oh, it would be 45 times 2? Redo my math? Okay, so that would be... Wait, is it... Oh, I see, because it's not individual numbers. So it would be 45 times 2, which gives you 90. Divide by... Well, no. Aren't you just supposed to do it from left to right? 45 times 2 would be 90, then divide by 9, then subtract 2, right? Right? 45 times 2, 90. Divide by 9 is 10, minus 2 is 8. According to the math and how we did our other tests. So that's 8. I don't know what the 8 means here. And you know it's 8 because there's always 8s everywhere in this game. There's 8s all the time. I didn't consider that number was 45. I thought it was 4 and 5, but that makes more sense. All right, let's go to the basement and see if we can try to start our run from our foundation, just for the heck of it. The weight room has 8 in it? Okay, that's pretty funny. Yeah, we can go this way. This is the right way to go still. Let's run on down over here. So many 8s, that's why 6 was afraid of 7. Oh, yeah. Let's get on... Well, let's check. It looks to be closed. Okay, so we've learned. We've learned something. We've learned that even if you leave the elevator in the foundation down, it doesn't stay there. Which is fine. See you until I fall asleep? Well, Sunshine, I hope you can... Well, I would say stay up, but I hope you get your rest as well. Whichever one's better for it. So it does reset. We've learned. More learnin's. We do get learnted. Something on the right side of the room? We could go back and check it out, VJ, but I did not see anything in there. At least nothing that really popped out to me. But we can start off with our sigils. Oh, it's beautiful. They all open up together. Let's go ahead and open up room 46. Miss Babbage, yeah, she waits for me to leave the house, and then she comes down here, and she's like, all right, that's it. Time to, you know, put the elevator back up, just so he can't have it tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. Yawning already. Although I haven't really spoken out loud today. It's 3:40 p.m. This is the first time I'm speaking out loud. Let me turn on full monitor capabilities so you guys can get into the screenshots folder with me here. I can pin the window to the game? I did not know. I'm sure one of you told me I could do this, but I had no idea that I could do this. That's pretty funny. Can you do that with... No, you can only do it with the Notes tab. It's a nice little touch, though. It's a nice little touch to have. Because then we could do something like this, where we're like, hey, let's just pin this right here. And we'll come back to it. Now, we have stamps and things that we know. What countries do we have? I started writing them down. Let me pull that up. Because there's a first screenshot before we get started here. And those of you watching on YouTube, just so you know, this is what we're starting off with, so it's going to be a little slow, but today's puzzle solving day. Check staff notices on computers because they update every now and then. I've checked them twice and they haven't changed for me, but maybe they'll change one day. Okay, we needed to look at... Where's the picture of the cat letters from the castle puzzle? I know we were in the kennel and we took a picture of it for that specific reason, because we were like, maybe it's part of another puzzle. It looked important. And it looks like the positioning of the letters will fit exactly what we're thinking of. So let me keep scrolling through my screenshots here until we find it. No, you're good, Jordan. It's just it hasn't changed yet. Doesn't mean it won't for me. I'm looking for my kennel screenshot. I know it's in here. It was a cat that had letters that it was reaching up to. Son of a gun, I can't find it. Alright, let me go a little slower on the way back up. It was a little while into the game before we even got our first kennel as well. The thing is I have the footage, but I'm not going to go back to the footage to pull it up right now. Yeah, the mailroom today would be nice because of all the letters we could get. I am on board for getting the mailroom. Any subscribers yet that have a yellow star? I do not believe so. I need to check and see what they are. Like what level the subscription stars are, because I chose them based off of like a specific pattern. Okay, so I did not take a picture of the kennel. That sucks. This is where I'm willing and asking if someone knows what the letters are from the kennel, please share them with me, because I have been in there and I've seen them and I know what they go towards, but I just don't have the picture. 6 months is yellow. Okay, no one has made it to 6 months yet. Damn it. Alright, well that's unfortunate. I thought we had a screenshot of it. The cat inside the kennel. Okay. It was just literally cat? Yeah, I'm trying to remember the positions. That's okay. We'll hold off for now. Maybe we can find it. But here's what we do need to do. The mountain has been solved. Alright, well, let's pick one of these that we could do. We could probably figure out... Which one of these was the diamond? Nuance. We know the color for nuance. We know that they traveled by dirigibles. I would appreciate that, Toby. No kennel pick. I messed up. I know. Oh, you know what it is? I clipped it separately. I clipped it separately because I wanted to put a thing of me petting the dog as like a YouTube short. We're going to start with nuance, though, and see what we have for nuance. So we know... Let's come over here and do this. We're going to do this for nuance just to start. Nuance is... green. Nuance also travels by air travel because they have dirigibles. What else do we know about Nuance? We'll have to find out. But we can start with those two things just to see if we can get our notes taken down. How much more gameplay do I think is left of Blueprints? Genuinely, not a clue. Literally have no idea. I wish I could even take a guess, but I don't. I can't even give an educated guess. Okay, let's see. Where was... Well, we had the stamp for Nuance, so why don't we do that first? Why don't I take a look at my stamp? See if there's any special information in there that we can glean from it. So this is the stamp of Nuance. Nuance had rivers, trees, it's green, and it has a dirigible, and it's like partly cloudy skies. Please make a note of the book. It will be easier that way. Which book? Windy probably makes sense for Nuance. Like, that seems like the best guess, honestly. Now, our book itself, if we know Nuance is green, we can come over here to our Sigil book, and we know green equals slash marks. I don't think you're able to send links. It's going to be like the Discord where it'll get auto-deleted. Okay, Benny, what is it? C for the first row, A for the second, and T for the last row. Oh, okay, so it just gave us the letter. So we have CI, A blank blank, but it's going to be T. Or is T at the very, very bottom? Like the very, very bottom of it. I did not translate the origin note yet. I have not done that. Okay, so we have green here. Next we need... We're going to guess that it's airy, right? We've got a lack of unusual or harsh weather, so it could be regular weather there. Cat is standing on the T. Okay. Foggy or misty weather. Windy. Buckling under high winds. And then wavy. Okay. It's definitely not snowy and cold there. I would go with straight black lines or curved lines for the wind. And we know that they use travel above the horizon, so it's the sun rays. So let's go ahead and set this up a little bit. Let's do this. OTH on the horizon. So let's do it this way. Let's go... Okay, so there's our over-the-horizon sun rays. Next, we know them to have... I feel like they would be industrial. Sunshine, it's just like air travel. Dirigibles are things like blimps. I can reduce the opacity of the note. Set window opacity. Oh. Nice. Now it's not so hard. Or harsh, I should say. Okay, next we need to look through the motes and take a look at these. Alright, so we know that's true for a fact. And then we wanted to guess possibly straight lines, but we'll leave it like this for now. So we really don't have a lot for nuance like I thought we did. I thought we would have more for nuance, but we don't. We don't at all. Okay, so what can we do for our next one? This is me just gathering this information too, because we kind of opened up all these doors faster than I thought, so I wanted to make sure we get it done. Yeah, it would be nice to get the mailroom. Maybe we could come back down here after we get a magnifying glass and a mailroom. If anything, I wanted to come down here to check that out, but maybe we should wait. What did the postcard say about nuance? Was there a postcard that we read about nuance? I don't remember that. I'll need to go back and read some more stuff. Check room descriptions. Room descriptions of what? Also, let me unpin this. In the nuance room? What was the nuance room? Ground floor plans. In every sigil room there is a postcard. Oh, that's right. But we have to read. We can't read the postcard until we unlock the sigil first. Alright, well, to be fair, I don't know. Well, I don't have enough information to do this again. So we can come back to it another time. But at least we came down here. Some reference the other realms. That's fine. We could take a look at that. But look, it's right now, I'm not prepared to do it because I didn't go through my notes. What I need to do is not on footage actually go back and read all of the stuff in my screenshots, so that way when we talk about it, I can go to you guys with a general idea and be like, hey, I know what I'm talking about, instead of me just going, do we know what it is? I'm not going to keep doing that. We could take the boat across, but there's no need. We'll head back up to the front of the house here, and let's get started on drafting some stuff up. So the mailroom's cool. A freezer would be cool. A coat check to get our dowsing rod. I appreciate it. I do not like to rush things. I've had some rushed gameplay, but now I'm kind of chillaxing for a little bit. Alright. What are we going for first? A workshop? Hell yeah. Give me a workshop. What's in there? That looks like a shovel in there. Give me a coat check. No, it's not a dead-end room. Alright, well, we'll take our library because we had a book checked out to read on. And we will take a look at... What can we take a look at? You know what? It's a good spot for a commissary. Buy our items early. Oh, but we took the hovel today, so we're going to be spending steps. I forgot about that. Yeah, gyms are pointless today. Alright, well... I'll still take the commissary. Could gyms have any purpose at all now, other than like a laundry room? I'd want to come in here first. There we go, magnifying glass. Sledgehammer. Oop. Sleeping mask. And running shoes. I wanted to come in here and get a magnifying glass before going into the study, just in case. Let's take a look. This book was gifted by me. Okay. This is Volume 5 of the Drafting Strategy Guide. October issue. We have the Death of Drafting, No Exit Strategies, Grave Mistakes, Grounds for Termination, Enshrined Ideals, Top 5 Dead Ends, and Dead End Contest, and a word from the editor by the editor. Alright, the death of drafting. A fear every architect faces. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting in your house, room by room, everything is going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative that you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends. Rooms with no exit and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of drafting strategy, we will delve deeper into the world of the grave. In the world of the grave than any other architect has ever dared to draft, to discover, once and for all, if there is any life beyond the dead. And there is Draxus. Okay. No exit strategies. A dead end is any room that lacks another door by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors. But every house needs some dead ends. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this and help you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. And then it shows you the bottom left corner would be an ideal spot to draft a dead end. Remember how I said I wanted to do like tips and tricks videos, like hints for the game at some point? I'm just gonna read this book. I'm just gonna post a video of me reading this. They already made a guide. There's 2 more guides on drafting rooms, so I'm just gonna read them and post them as like YouTube shorts or something. Grave mistakes. As foreboding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, Tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward categories centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Arindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead-end architecture. The 8 Aragon angels of that early era are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers. That are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allowing for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards. Yes, I am taking screenshots. Grounds for termination. Tomb isn't the only dead end that you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside of the house. These floor plans are unique, not only in where they can be drafted, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of further rooms, making them the perfect candidate for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out their strategy with greater precision and purpose. For example, a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gyms to pay for the extra classroom floor plans, whereas on a hovel day, they will focus entirely on getting lots of extra steps. Grounds for termination may have been a play on words for the title of this article, but it certainly wasn't a joke to the former groundskeeper Denny Ravain, who made his home while employed on the estate in this humble bedroom. The groundskeeper toolshed is often a great choice to find useful items like a shovel or a sledgehammer. Even better items can be found in the trading post, that is, if you have something valuable to offer. The shop is frequented by local farmers and hunters who supply the estate with goods in exchange for a few shiny trinkets. That's kind of cool. I like that it tells you that people show up to the trading post to utilize it. Most of the vegetables and fruits obtained from the locals are preserved in this subterranean cellar. When winter arrives, these stored goods are frequently traded back, providing them with a reliable source of sustenance during the colder months. Even further underground, provisions are also stored in the estate's bomb shelter. The purpose of this, of course, like the root cellar, is preservation. However, in this case, it's the preservation of people rather than food against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. The last outer room is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by the unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. And now we can take a look at all of our shrine blessings. I will read them, but I'm going to get a new bottle of water first, so give me just a second here. Simon's letting random people into the property to trade at the trading post. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look here at our shrine blessings. We have Blessing of the Tinkerer. When you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Pretty cool. Blessing of the Berry Picker. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Blessing of the Chef. For each different type of spread that you do today, add an extra dish to the dining room. For each different type of spread that you do today, what does it mean? Is it like spreading coins throughout the estate, spreading keys through the estate, spreading fruit that would add an extra dish? That's crazy. Blessing of the Gardener. Add 8 courtyards to today's draft pool. That's kind of funny. Blessing of the General. After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. That one's an interesting one. Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. Oh, wait, okay, hold on. So Blessing of the Monk would allow us to draft anything in the shelter. So if we get Blessing of the Monk, we can go stand in a room in the day, and then the next day we can draft it outside from the shed. That's kind of cool. Blessing of the Dancer. While drafting, you may pay 1 gem to spin floor plans. That's pretty good. Blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop, gain an ivory die. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll an ivory die. Blessing of the High Roller was pretty good. Outdoor Antechamber? Yeah, can we just... What happens if we put the antechamber outside? What happens if we put room 46 in the shed? I don't know. There's so much to do. Okay, here we go. Outdoor Garage. Okay, that's be pretty funny. Top 5 dead ends as selected by the editorial staff of Drafting Strategy. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. Even at a steep gem cost, this room cannot be passed up. It always pays for itself and more. Study is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. More than any other room, Code Check allows architects to center their strategies on a specific item of their choice. We love Code Check. The risk may scare off some, but to those who see their steps as an expendable resource and throw caution to the wind, the hovel is an unbeatable drafting force. Surprisingly, this room is actually categorized as a dead end, allowing architects to utilize it in both dead end and color-specific strategies for the secret passage. Mail-in sweepstakes, dead-end contest. On January 20th, 1989, Tauro Martí shocked the world of architecture by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day, and you could win 200 gold and the trophy of sweepstakes. So this is one. Okay, so this is one of our trophies. We need to draft 19 dead ends in a day, and then we'll get a trophy for it. Eligibility for the dead end contests. Sweepstakes is open to legal resident of Finn Aries who are at least 12 years of age at the time of entry. Employees of Drafting Strategy, its affiliates, subsidiaries, advertising and promotion agencies, and their immediate family members and or those living in the same household of each are not eligible to participate in the sweepstakes. To enter the sweepstakes, players must draft rooms in a single house during a single day. Any number of rooms may be drafted, but only dead-end rooms drafted during the day will be counted toward the dead-end tally. If the dead-end tally exceeds the current record, 19, the participant is considered a winner, so we have to get 20 rooms. The prize. The cash prize has an approximate shop value equal to 200 gold paid out to the winner of sweepstakes and a check equal to the prize amount. The trophy of sweepstakes has an approximate shop value of 30 gold. Please note the trophy is not composed of real gold, but features a gold-like coating for decorative purposes only. The winner will be notified and receive their prize by mail no later than 5 days after obtaining the dead-end record. Check mailroom for prize delivery. Odds. The odds of winning this contest are not very promising. The architect who set this record was very, very good at drafting, but best of luck regardless. Interesting. Word from the editor. As we conclude this haunting October edition of Drafting Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design and found inspiration in the morbid realm of death and dead-end rooms. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember that there is a certain beauty in the unknown, and I don't remember how to say this word. Macabre? I don't know how to pronounce this word. I'm not embarrassed about it. I'm just like, why do I not know how to pronounce it? I'm going to say macabre. I give up. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of your own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. Oh, it's macabre. It's macabre. It's out. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Wow. I went very literal with that pronunciation. All right. Well, we learned some cool stuff there. That's pretty nice. It's a French word. Yucky. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Check the stats just because. We'll do it, Henrik. You like to analyze these things. I will gladly let you see the stats. Let's take a peek here. Our records. Total time, we have 50 hours and 9 minutes on this save. We have 25 days completed. Our longest day was, I think it was 3 hours and 10 minutes. The average day is 2 hours, and we made our inheritance at basically 20 hours. Resources, this is how many steps we've taken. Keys, gems, gold spent. Wow, we've spent a lot of gold. This number still surprises me every time. Our allowance is 66, and we have 35 stars. We've gotten this many billiard rooms and dartboard rooms, or dartboard puzzles solved. We've solved 20 parlors. It still sucks that we missed that one. Otherwise, we could have perfect stats. And we named all of the gallery art. 13 upgrade disc, red letters, and 8 sanctum keys. Force perspective. It's making me dizzy. All right, let's draft off of the library here. Give me a cool, rare room. 9 steps is not what I want to spend here. The bookshop. I don't really want to draft it. And it's not a good spot for a chamber of mirrors. I have a surprisingly high allowance. Conclusion, I am a goblin. We'll take the bookshop here because I just can't justify spending money for the rotunda right here. There's better places for it. So we'll just take the bookshop and be happy with it. I would like to get all the rooms. That would be nice. Is there anything new in here? No, we've managed to purchase everything out. Looks like there's nothing important in the bookshop for us. I'm sure there's something in here, like, if you count all of the red books on the wall and type that in at the beginning, you'll get a special code that will unlock all red rooms for you. Something like that. I don't know. There's purple books here and blue books. Is this a math thing? These books have lines on them. Like, these red books have the lines on them. Those purple ones have lines on them. Yeah, it does kind of look like a Moragi puzzle. It does. It does look like one. I just don't know. Could we do, like, I don't know how to utilize it as a puzzle box. If it let me pick these up and move them around, that'd be pretty funny. Because there's nothing in the corner of the room that we could press. I can try clicking the books, but it doesn't work. I was thinking, like, here's my thought, right? Somehow, some way, you can get inside of this bookcase. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It looks like it's designed as a secret room. You can't convince me. There's something you can do in this room, and I feel like you could get behind these. But I just don't know what it is. So with that, we'll keep going. Click every book in the library? Okay, I'm not brute forcing the library like that. I think it would be fun, but I can't justify it. I would at least need to know something of what I'm looking for. A bedroom's pretty solid. A hallway's better. Then we also have this image up here. Lick every book? Is that what you're saying, Steve? Oh, the library's secret. Oh, that's right. Give me a moment. We'll draft out here. The boudoir is my 2 dice. It's a good spot for the quest bedroom, and we're going to need steps today. I say we take it. Steps are important today. They have a lot of good value for us. We're going to need them. None of the books had text on their spines, at least not that I could see. We're going to go to our workshop as well. Like, let me double check, but it didn't look like there was any legible words on any of the books. Otherwise, I would, like, signal that one out and be like, hey, what's this one all about? None of these have them. One quick peek, none there. At least none that are blatantly obvious, I can tell you that much. All right, let's go to our workshop. Now, we got to be careful about steps today. I gotta remember, gyms are pointless, steps are important. Let's take our shovel. The breakfast nook. Bacon and eggs. Yeah, we love it. This is great. It gives us a key. It gives us extra steps. It adds a morning room to our draft pool for the day. I'm all about it. Give me a dead end. You know what? It's a perfect spot for a walk-in closet. The rabbit's foot. All right, we're going to be loaded up on items today. Sorry, I didn't hover that. Somebody wants to read its greater chance of finding items. And we got the coupon book. Goated coupon book. Okay. Yeah, any experiment that gives me steps would be nice right now. Unfortunately, we haven't had the chance to access a computer. Now, is there an item I would want to make today? We're going to have a dowsing rod already. We have a shovel and a sledgehammer. Doesn't look like we're making anything right now. Let's play off of our commissary. A foyer is pretty solid, but we have 8 keys. So I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to spend the 6 steps for the foyer. Maybe we can take it later, but there's no reason, genuinely. We don't need the gems from the parlor. Extra steps from the bedroom? I guess we really don't need a parlor today. The gems are going to have no purpose. We should just take the bedroom. 3 coins in here. That's pretty solid. We did get our morning room, but we did get the bedroom closet as well. So this is kind of a tough choice. Do I want 4 items, or do I want my morning room to get the extra gems and still have easy access to this side of the house? We've got enough that we could still make it to the other side of the house. Yeah, we don't need gems, but it's gems for tomorrow. I think I just want to be able to draft on this side of the house. The bedroom closet could be a nice trigger, but we've already got a dowsing rod potentially. And, oh, that's a good point too. Would the terrace remove the steps? That's a tough one. I'm going to take the morning room because we're planning ahead for tomorrow. But here's the thing. I know we don't need gems for today, but there's usually an item in here. And if we get a coat check, yep, 2 ivory die. That was already worth it anyways. No, Piggins, we've had 3 or 4 successful bedroom closets. You can ask Alexis. She knows. Spare green room or the West Wing Hall? How about the West Wing Hall? I wish I could draft south. We did get a foyer for 6 steps again. It's not a bad place to ditch the parlor, honestly. But the foyer does connect us to the other, it gets us closer to connecting to the other half of the house. Let's take it. We've got 8 keys. It is the foyer. I'm all about it. There's our coat check. Okay. What kind of items do I want today? Here's what I'm thinking. Do we need a dowsing rod today? Yeah, I guess we should. But the dowsing rod's just going to give us gems and keys, and we already have most of that. I'm trying to think it through. Like, what else would I want? Like, why would I want the dowsing rod when I've already got the rabbit's foot? I've already got a shovel and a sledgehammer. We could get keys and gems. We're rocking 8 keys, and all our hallway doors are unlocked, and we have 8 gems. The coat check isn't going to do anything to help us find steps. I'm not going to take it just yet. I think there's a better spot for it. Genuinely. Okay. Isaac Gates, Baron Sinclair, J.R. Yenna. You know what, though? Oh, wait, no, that wouldn't work. Major Nicholas Key IV, Baron Thomas Sinclair, Lord William Epson. This guy has a last name that's 3 letters. Isn't there a person that has an admin password whose login? Also, those other notes in the book about it's the major, the key is a major, the key is a minor. I'm just going to screenshot his name. It wouldn't be him since this is an old statue? Yeah, but someone could use their name for something. I mean, he is probably older than half the people in here. Yeah, thank God these hands are here pointing to the door. Alright. It's a good spot for the boudoir. But at least we know he's Key is his last name. There are other people, though. Like, he could have descendants, you know? Let's go ahead and jump into our safe over here. Yeah, Sleeping Mask is paying off for us right now. So far, it's helped us out. Get a good deal of steps. Okay, boiler room goes left, drawing room goes right. I think we take the drawing room to be able to connect to the other side of the house. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Hello, William. I think we just take the drawing room for better redraws here. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to take the boiler room. Chapel's not bad either. I don't really care about the boiler room, getting extra powered rooms. Why don't we take a chapel and save the drawing room for a little bit later? Because here's the thing, we're getting north. I want to save the drawing room so we can have better redraws for rooms that are a bit tougher. Like when we've got tougher drafting up north. We found a coat check here. Can't take it. Found an observatory and a cloister. Do we need to come back to this half of the house for anything? No, we do not. Hello, Jesse. The cloister is there. The observatory is 1, and it still goes north. I'll take the observatory here. I genuinely don't feel like we need the dowsing rod right now. Okay, we're at 36. Let's see what kind of constellations we have. Constellations have been doing a lot for us. That's so many diamonds. Okay, we got Clavis the Key. We have Diamondus Major, which is 14 diamonds. What is this one? Farmer's Apple. This one's the Slice, 3 steps. This is the Twins. And this is 4-door rooms are more common. Let's hold off on taking that right now. We do have 2... Okay. We do have 2 chests in the entrance hall. It's good to remember this. It's an okay spot for a billiard room. Excuse me. Nothing in here. We need to do our puzzle. 12 is 12. Beautiful numbers. 13 plus 8 is 21. Minus 8 is 13. Next we have 10 minus 1 is 9. Times 1 is 9. Times 2 is 18. Now we have 4 times 5 is 20. Times 2 is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. We've gotten ourselves a key card. Now getting a security room and being able to start an experiment like bypass security doors to set our steps to 40 would be one of those cool ones we could get. This is this is just a better spot for the drawing room. I think we take it. It just seems like a solid choice right here. It'll give us a gem that we have no use, but if we get a freezer, hey, might as well carry our gems over to the next day. There's no downside to that. I still love that you can punch this safe code in without having all 4 digits. It's just funny to me. Let's use a key here. That's fine. We got plenty. Okay. This is actually going to be 4 keys, and it's a dead end. Yeah, I'd say we take it. It's 3 steps, but it's a good solid dead end, and it gives us some solid keys. And we do get the trigger from Sleeping Mask as well because it's a bedroom. I'm not ruling that portion out as either. A conference room! We haven't seen one of these in so long. I guess we should take it. I like the conference room. It's in a good spot. I'll take it. We got a key card too, so that's fine. Not worried about this door. What do you got for me here? The mailroom. We have a bunch of letters in the mailroom. We should just take the mailroom now. There's no guarantee that we're going to see it again, so we should take it and go read the letters, and then we can worry about redrawing to get further north elsewhere. A dining room would be cool, but I'd rather take a look at the letters. Order is placed. Hey, there was a chest in here. A trunk, I should say. It contained 3 more gems. That's really funny. Okay, what have we got over here? Nothing new, and I assume all of our letters are going to be over here. Oh, hey, looks like we got some new stamps. Okay, hold on. Oh, we can't see the stamps? Because they're like, we open them? Oh, wait, we can kind of see it. Okay, so there's an Arch Aries stamp, which we have. Can we see? I'll read all of these in a second. I'm just looking these first. Stamps first. We've got our turtle one. We've already seen the Morjai one. And what was this one? Oh, we can't see it. No, it's hidden. Boo. Okay, that's fine. But we did see the turtle. All right, well, let's read these. Simon, my name is Randolph Moore. I am the lead lab technician at Cinca, and I have worked here at Mount Holly for over a decade. I was thrilled to discover you have found our humble lab and begun to run some experiments of your own. I tend to keep an eye on the small spikes in radiation levels on the estate, as it's one of the only ways I can monitor your progress from the outside. All off-site connections to the terminal network have been disabled during your stay. There's been much speculation among the staff about the progress you've been making in the house, and they were all quite excited when I reported that you have been successfully running experiments. I wanted to write you to let you know that even though you may not see us, we are rooting for you. Best of luck on the experiments, and if you like, I'll continue sending letters with some helpful tips for you. That's really cool. I love that they're like on the outside, like helping us out. Or cheering for us, you know what I mean? Hey Simon, it's Randolph again. In my last letter I mentioned the terminal network, but it completely slipped my mind to give you the network password so that you can log into it. Even with all the off-site connections disabled, you should still be able to use the local network to access different house-based functions from any terminal regardless of where it is located on the estate, which you will likely find very useful. The network password is Swansong. Happy hunting, Randolph. Okay, quick question here. Is it possible to make it to a point in the game where, yes, you could technically draft the lab, run experiments to get letters in the mailroom, and then you could unlock... Okay, so this technically someone, at least one person out there, is somehow going to get the lab, get the experiments, draft the mailroom, get this letter before they ever discover what the Swanson G password is. There's a possibility that might happen. That's pretty funny to me. What an interesting scenario for someone playing this. Simon, not sure if you paid too much attention to the machine in the booth in the lab, but I figured I could save you some frustration if you've been fooling with it. This contraption is the central control for the power lines that run externally from the house. In the past, we've served as an emergency power source for the local community as we have modest hydroelectric capabilities with a steam turbine. If you want to use it, you'll need to first turn on the turbine in the boiler room and utilize our steam ducts to connect the turbine to the lab. This isn't required, of course, and I can't think of any reason in which you'd have to use the boiler to reach room 46, but feel free to play around with it should you feel inclined to experiment. 9 up after 3. That's funny. He wrote it on there. In case it's useful to you, here's a rough diagram of the steam duct system. Due to the ever-changing nature of the rooms on the estate, we ended up building the duct system to be quite flexible, and if you look along the ceiling in many rooms, you'll find many of them have been outfitted with steam ducts. As long as you align these rooms together in an uninterrupted power string, power can be transferred from room to room, even if the boiler room and its intended destination are on the opposite sides of the house. Remember when my shit was on opposite sides of the house? I do. Simon, let me know if I'm writing to you too much. I've never been good at gauging where the line of impropriety is, and for all I know, maybe the help I'm offering with these letters is unwanted. Maybe you are perfectly fine without my help. It's been a bit a moral quandary for me as I've written these, as I am fairly certain your uncle didn't want us to assist you on your quest. Still, if it was that important, I have to believe he'd have the foresight to specifically instruct us not to interfere. Nothing ever deterred him from that level of supervision in the past, and after working alongside him for over a decade, I like to at least imagine that we were friends and that I knew him well. In conclusion, I think he would have found the level of help I have offered well within the acceptable range. I haven't spoken too much about him since his departure, and I know you didn't know him that well, but as soon as you're ready, I'm going to have plenty of stories to tell. He was a fearless businessman with the greatest respect for invention. Of all the laboratories I've worked in, I can tell you Mount Holly was a gem, and I'm hoping that we can continue that work once you've taken up the reins. But I won't get ahead of myself. You still have to find the 46th room. Randolph. Dear Simon, after giving it some thought, I've decided I'm going to continue helping you. I also just had a small chat with the probate lawyer, and he assures me there's nothing in the Baron's instructions that would preclude me from offering you my modest assistance. So let me tell you what I know. About a week before Sinclair died, something rather curious happened. A few lab assistants were called by Miss Babbage, the house manager, to remove several floor plans from the Sinclair's drafting studio. Typically, all of the unused floor plans are kept there, and I have never heard of them being moved to another location. Nor would I presume to guess the reason for such an action. I'm not sure which floor plans were removed or where they were moved to, save one, which I was instructed to remove myself. Assuming it was not moved again after I hit it, you should be able to find it in the observatory, hidden within the lens compartment of the telescope therein. If there was a reason behind the removal of these floor plans from the drafting studio, hopefully this will serve as the first illuminating step toward finding out why. Randolph. Dude, Randolph is a fucking homie. Randolph seems like a good dude. He's just so kind and helpful. He's just here to be nice to us. Now, this is our only new stamp that we've discovered. Vera Shores is the turtleback. They rode by turtleback. Good to know. Did I get that screenshot? Let me check. I don't have them turned on for you guys right now. Yes, supposedly there are about 10 letters. Give Randy a raise. Randy just seems so friendly. He's just helping us out. Wow, these are bad. Like redraw bad. Okay. Din's good. And the gift shop, too. I'm the Baron. I can now willingly increase his pay. That's true. I need to get dinner or something. I gotta stop coming up here. Cursed coffers. A permanent addition to the shrine. No one would dare open it. This is the box that has the effigy in it. Look at it. It's this carved symbol. It's a wooden box with the carved symbols and a rusty padlock on it. This is definitely the effigy box from the story about, what's his name? Oh, shit, I forgot his name already. It's definitely... We're going to open this and the effigy's going to be in there. Remember we were talking about curse mode and having only 13 steps? It's going to be Jasper. That's right. It's going to be in the shrine now. Okay. That's cool. Blue tents? 8 trophies. We need 8 trophies for that. And then dirigiblocks. 13 coins for 13 steps. Spooky. I don't like any of these. Secret passage isn't bad. We could do something cool with a secret passage. Like get a cloister right here. Let's do it. Jasper was the blessing of the berry picker. What if we get blessing of the berry picker and then do a curse mode? I wonder what that would do for us. All right, we got our dining room. Now, what do we want? What would we want here? Roll until we get an office in the corner? Get money for the conference room, run experiments? That's what I'm thinking. Makes the most sense for me. Kitchen wouldn't be bad either because we would have money for extra footstep. There's salt in the dining room. Lovely. I think we'll take the re-rolls just based off of where we're at right now. I don't wish to go for the armory today. I wish I could eat the gift shop lunchbox. I'm going to take the rook. I like my original plan. Give me my lunchbox. I probably should have picked up the salt first because it would have given me an extra step. Yeah, I missed out on 1 step. And then we got pizza. 10 extra steps if we get into furnace in the house. Okay. We shall consider it. A treasure trove. I'm willing to spend 3 steps for that. And it gets us closer to getting into the antechamber for the day. I know an office would be cool, but I think we're so far into the run that experiments aren't that necessary anymore. I don't think today was a coat check or an experiment day. I think I'm just going to go for the treasure trove and slowly build it up. Trying to think of what else I would want up here. Nah, I'll just take the treasure trove. We also have a sledgehammer. This is our first time going into this treasure trove with a sledgehammer. If we could make, like, the powered jackhammer, maybe we could, like, bust open something in here. I'll use a key on this thing. Green memos and white boxes are always lies. Okay, that's good to know. Now, I have a sledgehammer in here. Can I do anything with it? Doesn't look like it. Maybe the powered jackhammer has, like, more capabilities. I wondered if we could just, like, bust open this thing. Maybe not. Who knows? A music room. A kitchen. Kitchen's pretty solid with the coins that we have. Music room just gives us keys. I think we should take the kitchen. Take the kitchen and probably spend our money for extra steps here. Bacon and eggs. Another morning room to today's pool. A club sandwich. And then bananas. Let's just buy out all the bananas. Actually, no, let's wait. Let's not spend any more money. What if we find something else for our money? Some other cool purpose. We want to use... We still have our secret passageway, so we can still use a key here. We got another gallery. We got a den. But a den's a better call. Yeah, it'll just go back to giving us another special key. That's all it's going to do for us. Could we maybe get access into the antechamber this way? That would be cool. You know what? A passageway goes pretty hard right here. But we're not going to go down because we still have a secret passage right here. And I would like to choose something specific for that. In fact, what we should do right now is return and go back. I know, I do want to see if there's more paintings in the gallery. Okay. So this time I can look. We have green rooms, we could get halls, the key to the bedroom, a red room, and then a shop room. We've already seen the other side of the secret passage. Well, you're right. You know what? Let's go back. You're right. You're right. I know what the letters were. We got a screenshot of it, but let's go see it where it's a bit easier to utilize. Let's do it this way. Let's go take a peek. We got a furnace. That's kind of funny. Now, I should just draft the hallway here, and this will let me see the backside of the secret passage. The furnace would give us more steps, but we've got 60, and we're fine. Actually, no, wait, we already ate dinner, right? We didn't eat our dinner yet, did we? We still have pizza left. I don't care about the extra 10 steps from the furnace. Okay, so now, this is definitely part of the castle puzzle. So, we know that it's OR, which is going to be... Alright, so look, so... This is the T one, because it's TOR. We didn't add the letters yet. I like that the door does have door on it. Okay, so, this is going to be above 6, so... It can't be. So this is not Tor, this is lore. So it's LOR-TOR. Because we know that 6 is above it. So then we know that this one is a D. So we know it's CI blank. I'll pull up a screenshot in a second and show you guys. Yeah, it's definitely Aragon. Like, we're going to have to translate it. This is the language that we did in the test. But we don't know what the bottom ones are at all. This is going to be, oh, hold on, R, 1, 2, and then blank. Yeah. So this is what we have so far. Give me a moment and I'll show you. I'm pausing for a second. Okay, so this is what we've got so far for our castle puzzle. We have CI blank, A blank D, 6 Tor, lore, and then E blank T. Hello, Night Hunter. And then we also have one final thing is going to be the statue. So let me pause for a moment. Let me add those last letters in. The statue from the cloister. Okay, so the cloister is CI, X, ETT. So we're only missing one letter here because the cloister has it as ETT. So this is what we've got so far. We're just missing one letter, and I don't know what letter we're missing. Huh, where the heck would we find one individual letter? It might be from one of the passports? Like the vault passports? Yeah, based on the vocabulary, we probably could figure it out. Let me check the vault stuff. The passport did have something on it, right? Hold on. It had it in the top right, didn't it? Where was it? It's not this passport, it's the other passport. Hold on, I gotta find the other passport. Did I ever look at both of them? I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't remember if I went back and did them. Because there's 6 or... Enjoy your dinner, Toby. I don't remember when I went back to the vault. ETT is east, yeah. We got that from this right here. We know ETT is east. So I guess I should just go ahead and pull this up. And we can put east. Drawing with a mouse is not fun. I just passed my vault pictures. It was on the first passport? Maybe I just clicked away. Hold on. Let me go back to the first passport. Oh, wait, it's this one. Here it is. This was the last one. Yeah. It was in this box. Okay. So this one was ID, so it is add. All right. Alrighty. So that means we can just pull up our snipping tool, and we have 6 add 6 tor lore et. And we know et is east. Now, did we have lore translated already? Lore is word. So let's do this. So now you guys can see everything here. So lore is word. Okay. And then tor. Did we have tor? I don't see tor in here. 6 would just be maybe the number 6. Add would just be add, because add is a... Yeah, I'm looking for reverse of stuff too, but I don't see anything. Alright, well, 6 would be XIC, like the 6 right here, CIX. This was all that we had. Oh yeah, that's right. Rot is the rotunda. That's right. We learned rotate was okay. So yeah, toward east is an instruction. CIX could be numerals. That's true. Rot equals clockwise. Oh, yeah, because it was the rotate from rotunda. That's right. That's why we had, hold on. If you come over here and you go to the rotunda, where's the rotunda at? Yeah, rotunda, which means clockwise room in Aragon. So, rotunda, which is the rot, so tor. Give me a second, let me pull this back up. Chat and going through enlightenment. So tor would be counterclockwise, because rotunda would be clockwise. It would be counterclockwise. So counterclockwise word east. That's what we've got so far. 6 is probably just 6. I imagine that's just an actual number. Like that. And then 6, add 6. So I guess, like you guys are saying, if it's Roman numerals... Okay, so that what would this be for Roman numerals? It would be... hold on, I'm trying to remember Roman numerals. What is Roman numerals? C is 100. And then I is 1 and X is 10, but it's 9. So it'd be 109. So this is 109. Add 6 counterclockwise word east. So that's 115 counterclockwise. Counterclockwise from north is southwest. Yeah, I don't know what this means. at all. Okay, hold on. We did have... Yeah, I was about to say, we had maps to look at. So let me look at the maps from the classroom. Because there were degrees on the map. You guys remember that, right? We went back into the classroom. I think it was after our test. And remember these? So there's these right here, which were these symbols on what looked like the turtle stuff. Then Tor, which is counterclockwise for 46. I don't know what that means. 58 degrees, 8 degrees, 90 degrees, counterclockwise. I took pictures of all of these. Hold on, let me just go through them. No. That's it. That's all I've got from these. I mean, there's numbers here, but I don't know what we're supposed to do with them. Someone's saying check the planets. Hold on. I have a picture of that spiral one already. I think it's further down. Let me go back. Maybe we never maybe I didn't get a screenshot of that one magnified. I could have sworn I did. As you can see, I took a bunch of them, but it looks like I did not get that one. No, I did not. Darn. That's unfortunate. I mean, to be fair, it was just planets. You think we need to castle the pieces? I mean, that's a possibility, but I don't even know how we would set up a castle. Like, I would have to draft a king somewhere and then a rook on the other side of it. Yeah, we do have the rook, but we can't... Here's the thing about castling, right? They have to be on the same column. Swap rook and king's powers? What do you mean by swap rook and king's powers? So the other thing, too, about the chess room is... Where is it? Hold on, I'm scrolling down here. We would have to draft up our... Oh, change powers by solving the chess room? Oh, can we even swap today? We would have to redo the chess room. Okay, you know what? That's pretty interesting. Hold on. Okay, well, all we did was walk through the hallway, but we're going to draft up our new room here. No need to redraw here. Let's just take a pantry. Get it out of the loot, or the draft pool. And maybe we try to go access her ladyship's chambers, just to see. There's our cloister. It's a great spot for the cloister. I'll take it. I love the cloister. Maybe we'll get some extra steps from digging. A coin? It's not that great. Give me a turnip. Hell yeah. A salted turnip. Yo, he did what to the turnip? Let's see. We should try to draft. What should we try to draft up here? A laundry room. Hey, there's a security room. That's kind of funny. You know what? We might as well take it. Let's take our security room. Let's see. Maybe we get an experiment right here with this door. Rank 9 security room. That's kind of crazy. 1 fruit. There's a safe deposit box key. Okay. Keycard system. We want keycard system settings to set security level to high at this point. And then offline mode should be unlocked, just in case. Not that it matters, it really doesn't. Just good habit to keep doing it. Yeah, I do want to try to get the throne room maybe in the top left. That could be kind of fun. Log into network. Swanson G. Network login. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. Laboratory, please. Let's get a nice experiment going here. Experiment setup. What have we got? The next 3 times you open a trunk. Oh, none of these are good. Lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. So it's lose steps, gain a star, and set your dice to 2. What we should do is take this option, go to the front foyer, and then get 2 stars for the day. That's going to be our best bet. I doubt we're drafting that many more red rooms, so we're just going to take gain stars. Not terrible. It could have been worse, for sure. Excuse me. Okay. We would like the office here. This would be a great office. We got an office. It's kind of perfect. That's exactly what we wanted, because now we need her ladyship's chambers. We'll pick up the gems just in case. All right, here we go. 0303. I'm not going to run payroll, because payroll can only be run once a week, and what do we need money for today? Literally nothing. We don't need money for anything today. I'm not going to run the payroll and just waste it. I'll save it for another day when we can actually use the money. Because if I run the payroll right now, it's going to put it, what? In the conference room? And if it doesn't, it would go to servants' quarters. Well, if we get the freezer, then I'll run payroll, but if 33 would work for that one, that's a good point. We should try that. We should try to see if 33 works out. A ballroom, huh? It's not really great. Okay, I didn't think payroll would go to the conference. I figured it only goes to those rooms specifically, because it's not a spread. It says it runs payroll throughout the house. Yeah, this is a reroll for sure. Okay, so we got it. And we have a boudoir, which is an extra 10 steps. So now we could go back and try to redo our puzzle. Our chess puzzle outside. Lose all my gems in the ballroom. Now, I am going to go in here. Just in case, because we've got the extra steps from it. Alright, so here's what I need to know. Oh yeah, 3 extra gems for the walk-in closet as well is kind of nice. It's not a compass, Bob. It's the locket, unless the compass is in here and I didn't see it. We've already taken a look at the locket once we closed it. That's how we found out it was purple. Does it never end? Okay, there's nothing else in this room for us. There's nothing in this room for us. We don't need money for the rest of the day for any reason that I can think of. Unless we wanted to gamble in the casino, but... Okay. Alright, so we've run our payroll and that's it. So it'll all be in the conference room. So what next? I think we could try to get more hallways drafted up, but I think we just go down and solve the chess piece right now. The chess puzzle. And we could do it from the foundation. So we're going to go back to the chapel probably and play off of it that way. And Bob, I just want you to know your apple is safe. We don't eat pantry apples. The office is a king room. Let's open up our secret passageway. We can't open it from this side. That figures. I should have guessed that. Let's go ahead and eat our pizza on the way out. An extra 21 steps for us. We'll just choose this. We could save the banana for later. If we come back for it, I'm pretty sure we've got enough steps to come back for it. Not that we even need to anyways, because there's not the... Well, because we need to end the day in the hovel anyways. Okay, now we're going to go drawing, billiard, observatory, chapel. We'll use a key here. Nurse's station. It's kind of funny. Really no purpose for it. Laboratory, kind of funny. Dark room, honestly, just get rid of it. I'm not really bothered by the dark room. Oh, look. I wonder what this room could be. You know what's funny? We know it's a dead end, so we'll probably just take it anyways. Well, it doesn't matter. It just gets it out of the pool. Pizza-fired wood. Where's the wood gonna go now? It's the evil coat check. It's the dark, fucked up side of the coat check world. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. 10 extra steps from the boudoir. A boiler room. A bedroom closet. And a spare green room. We'll take a boiler room. Well, it doesn't really matter. Actually, yes, we'll take a boiler room just to be safe, because if this is all dead ends, then we're screwed. Now, what else would we want? A secret garden to open up access to the antechamber? There's no dig spots down here, unfortunately. We could get a secret garden key from digging in here. We know that anything from a hallway is going to be unlocked anyways. One dig spot today? Oh, there's two. Another turnip. It's pretty solid. More steps. We'll use our key here. A great hall. That's kind of funny. I mean... Yeah, it gives us access to the antechamber, does it not? Oh no, the Great Hall does the door on the right, not the door on the left. And this would make it harder, but it could give us a secret garden key. The Great Unlocked Hall? Let's just take it. Well, I mean, could we do anything with laundry that's beneficial for us? I don't think so. It's not even powered either, so it's like a double whammy. We would actually still have a chance at a secret garden here if the hall contains a secret garden key for whatever reason. We could use it. It'd be really funny if it did. It did not have it. It would have been funny though. Besides, we need to end today inside of the hovel anyways. Sochi Dog, they're talking about the planetarium. If you look at our found floor plans, the planetarium room, it's hidden inside of the lens of the telescope. So you have to go up to it and like rotate it around the room and then walk up there, and then you can rotate it while you're on the second level, and you can pull it towards you, open up a secret compartment, and it gives you the planetarium. It is nice when all the doors are open for us. It just feels right. Okay, so we should... We'll just do it from here. That's actually hilarious. Is the secret lever in the throne room the lever that opens the southern door? Is that the second southern door, or is that the second right door lever? Right? It's the second right door lever, isn't it? Oh, it's the second northern door. That's right. It's extra room 46. That's right. Okay. I'll still take it anyways, because I like this room. It's just cool to be in here. Interesting. Less likely to find items laying around the house? A music room or a parlor? Should we just practice a logic puzzle just because? I feel like we should take it. Although the music room could give us... It could give us the key that we need. Secret garden key? Aw, boo. It's a prism key. Would have been funny, though. Would have been real funny if it worked out that way. Is there any way we can get into the antechamber today? I don't think so. I don't think there's any other levers that we have access to, unless we got a weight room. Can we get a weight room on this side of the house? Prism keys also don't work for black prints. What happens? Does not fit. A greenhouse could work. Oh, look, a vault. Oh, it's a four-way room, so we can't get it. But we could get the greenhouse, right? It did not work for us. Okay. Well, we're out of draws. Yeah, there was a vault key in the house, but we don't know where it's at, so I'm not too worried about finding it. Plus, I feel like we've gotten 3... it may be a vault key that we've already seen as well. Pool for giggles. It's true. We should take the pool. Just 'cause. We get extra stars this way. It wasn't just like a joke. It was like we're gonna get 4 extra stars out of the day for doing this. Not 4 extra, 2 extra is what I meant to say. What if it gave us the garden key? That'd be pretty funny. Gym did not have... It's the weight room that has it. Okay, so we need to go back to the entrance hall. But we need to go to the foundation as well. So we should go to the foundation and then come up from outside. That's the best way to do it. So, music room, foundation. Let's go... Let's castle from a rook to a king. We have the power of the rook. Here's the thing about castling. You don't have to move a specific piece first. Castling a rook or a king, it's fine. Like, it could be either or. So it's okay. We need to go to here. We need to go to the other side. We should just take the boat. This is a one-day stream, yes. I mean, yes. Well, here's the thing. If we have to go to King Rook anyways, On a technicality, look, the game gives enough leeway. You must touch the king first in tournaments. I doubt they would be that anal about it for the game, like for Blueprints itself. But even if they are, we're going to have to swap to the king anyways, because we're going to have to do this the other way around. So, Tally, you did rook to king. Yeah, this game, I feel like this game isn't looking up the FIDE rules and being like, it's got to be done this way in particular. Now, which way am I going? It's this way, right? Then we need to go down. FIDE might not even exist here. Does the pawn rook even count? I'm going to say yes, Alexis, because of this. It says we have the rook today. It does not say we have the pawn. If this said, like, pawn / resilience of the rook, I mean, it says we have the rook today. So that's my assumption. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to look at this, and I'm going to do a snipping tool of it. So you guys can see our snipping tool for now. Let me move that back. I'm going to download that and save it. Take a new snipping tool of this layout. Okay. Now, here's where we need to do this. The king is up here on rank 9. King is not the office. That's the queen. The king is in the office. Ladyship's chambers is the queen. But we put the rook in the nook. The bishop was the chapel. The knight was the... What was the knight? Which knight did we get? And which pawn did we get? We got... The knight that we had was the security room up top. What a crazy position on a chessboard. And then the pawn we had was the observatory next to the chapel. What? The observatory is not a pawn? No, observatory is a knight, that's right. Nursery is a pawn. Observatory is a knight. What was our pawn? Storeroom? Bedroom. Oh, where's the bedroom at? The pawn can go in many places. Let's just put it in the bedroom. Okay. So, we can now swap over, because we're going to castle from the rook to the king. Hopefully this works for us, because this is what castling is. Each day you may choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. Okay, I'm just going to send it here. You've accepted Banner of the King. You may give up this power by returning to this chamber on any future day and unlocking the pieces again. Okay. Well, we castled, but nothing happened. That's fine. Alright, well it looks like on our next day we have a new goal since we solved the castle puzzle to a degree. Well, a little bit. Well, at least we're the king first. Yeah, we're fine. So we'll just do king, and then we'll solve it again and take the rook, and then we'll be fine. Let's see. Let's go back this way. I guess we could keep... Well, no, there's really nothing left to do. Oops, it's this way. Why do we need to switch to actual rook now? Oh, yeah, you guys are just saying, like, next time we just go from king to rook, yeah. We'll head back out. I guess we could leave the boat down here. Doesn't really matter. Oh no, we do have to take the boat back. We need to go open our chest inside of the front foyer, and then or the entrance hall, and then after that, that's really it. We're just gonna call it a day inside the hovel because we needed to rest in there. Specifically, why did we need to rest in the hovel? Maybe we could translate the Arajan letter from our mom. Maybe we could work on that. Okay. Cool. Let's head out of the basement now. I think it does have a special effect. Didn't the letter specifically, or the journal or the diary say something about it? Oh yeah, not our mom. That's right. The Arajan letter was great grandmother. Let's go ahead and go open these up. I think it's funny we got the hovel. We still have 50 steps, basically. And we have 27 gems. That's so funny to me. Oh, that's extra money. More stars, please. You know what's also funny? We never even took the thing from the observatory to make 4-door rooms more common. And our dowsing rod is still safe. There's nothing new that we can craft. That's why I didn't craft anything. We don't have anything new that we can make. Okay. Anything going on inside the hovel? Some people were saying, like, look closely at some stuff. Ooh, you're right. We could go throw a coin in the fountain. That's a good idea. Nope. I don't see anything special in here. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get the coin purse. I wish I did. I don't see anything special in here going on. Drop all the coins in the fountain. We'll go throw a coin in the fountain real quick. Give me a moment. We'll do that before we call it. Maybe we'll try to translate the letter. You end your day in the hovel and lose all of your steps the next day, and immediately ends the day. That would be funny. Look. Yes, the hovel has always looked like this. Burning glass for the chimney? I was considering that. If we had, like, the burning glass, maybe we could, like, light this thing right here. But, like maybe it would light up right here. But it's also, you notice it's like a gas line, right? So, like, this would turn off one of the braziers for the elevator. But then maybe it would add gas to it, so, like, if you had the burning glass, maybe you could light something. Imagine if you empty the fountain, you could take your money back. That would be pretty funny. I don't know. This seems important because it's a gas line specifically to this. But I don't think it's going to do anything. That seems a little too convoluted for things. But at least we know we can end the day in here. So how about this? How about we get started on translating that one letter just to see what it says? Let me throw up this. And we need Blessing of the Monk. Imagine ending in the hovel equals get fired. Don't collect go. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. This was her note about ending in the hovel, right? No. I'm just curious to see where it said that. I guess there was no note about ending in the hovel, but we wanted to try it anyways because it's a bedroom. Yeah, if we get the monk's blessing, we could go end in the antechamber, and then we could come over here and open up all of the antechamber doors. Yeah, monk blessing is going to be interesting, especially because we could spend a bunch of money to get the monk blessing. But anyways, let's take a look at our letter. Where is her letter at? It's further down. It was before classroom day. I know that much. Here it is. Okay. Give me a second. We're going to do this and make it a bit easier for everyone here. Let me see. Okay, so now we're back with the letter. Hello, Kim. You are late. Good luck catching up because we will be ending the stream soon. Okay. This seems like a lot. I'll be honest. I don't think I want to translate this on stream because it's just going to be tedious work. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm inclined to just look in to chat to see if someone already did the translation because, again, the translation so far has been my least favorite part of the game. I did not like doing that for the classroom stuff. So I may either look up the translated letter and like type it out so you guys can see what it says. But here it is if you want to translate it yourself. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to cop out. If someone has the answer, don't post it in chat right now. I don't want someone to get it spoiled for them in case they want to save it for themselves. But next stream, I will have this translated and I'll see what it says. Or I guess I could just look it up right now. What if I do that? Okay, so we have the translation of the letter. Now, I will say the thread, the person that posted this says, you know, they're not 100% sure, but since there's not a direct translation for everything, this is the best they got. So this is it right here. It says, this is what this user said. They put, I think I've translated the letter correctly. I just want to know if I'm on the right track with this or if I'm missing something or any part of it is off, as it seems pretty easy to interpret parts of it in opposite ways. To my first child, here, I'll put both letters up side by side so you can kind of see them. Oh, that's not going to work. It says, to my first child, you are my day, night, and world. I'm giving you my house in the south tomorrow. You will live a future without me. Tomorrow my future is without you. First, I hope you heed my words, as you are my only child. You are no longer from the house of Sinclair or Epson. Forget your life in the north. Live with the name Jeari. Live a future in the south, away from Finn, away from your father. Go towards Araja. The south holds a new future for you. Goodbye, my child, your mother. So this is the best translation of this letter so far. Some people were saying there's a couple things off, but it wasn't, like, bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty accurate. So the new translation is, yeah, Jeari key, the princess. Jeari would be a unique admin password. Yeah, that's true. The royal family did go south for a while. Maybe we should go try this password out then. That's a good point. I mean, it directly correlates to that. We have the steps to run over there. It's a perfect name to test it out on. Well, we know the format. We could try the format. If the name is going to be Clara Jeari, and we know the format is... It worked for other names, but what if it doesn't? Or, sorry, not what if it doesn't. Like, what if it does the same? Like, what if it's the same path, you know? Can we get into the... terminal from here? Because she's the one that got the house as well. So it was... What was the format exactly? The format for the passwords previously was the 4 letters of their last name, the first letter being capital. So it would be A-R-I, and the first letter of their first name. Wait, would it be J? No, it would be C, right? Huh. Because he just said that it didn't fit. He was like, it doesn't fit our normal naming convention. So maybe they just used it anyways? R-E-A? R-E-J-E? Oh, maybe it took the second letter from their... Okay, hold on. Yeah, maybe it took the second letter from their first name. The first and the fourth letter are meant to be capitalized, right? Yes. So what if it would be... R-E-J-C? Nope, that didn't work. Oh, did I say it backwards? E-R-I-C-L? Have been not found. The key was a minor. Oh, that's a good point, because it is a 2-word last name. So that really doesn't work. Like, that kind of excludes it from the whole part. Like, that we've been working on. Is it the first and fifth letters? I genuinely don't remember. I could check my... You know what? Maybe we check the screenshots for the emails. He said it in there. He did say it when we were reading all the emails. It's been a while since I've read the emails. They're in here. Let's check this before we hop off, though. Oh, that's from the lab. Those are just lab mail. That's just talking about the levers. Okay. This is just the key passwords. It is the first and fifth letter that are capitalized, just to be clear. I feel like I should still have my own admin password. We already tried all the variations of my name, right? It would be S-I-M-O-J, Simoj. Okay. Well, oh yeah, Jones would be ours. Jones S, which we already tried. Alright, well, we don't have enough information for it at the moment. None that I can fight for in my head, and I don't want to just sit here until someone types in the right one. I'm sure, yeah, we never had a magnifying glass with the mom's clue book. So let's go ahead and go call it quits in the hovel over here. And we will not be doing another day. This is going to be it for today's stream. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff that I need to go accomplish for the evening. But with that, let's go ahead and call it a day over here. What a beautiful house that we created today. Let's see what it's called. The Royal Shopping Center of Tomorrow. We've had quite a few of these at this point. 44 rooms total. We made it to rank 9. We took 101 steps. We found 10 items. And we did not make it to the antechamber. But we did rest in the hovel. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!